Good morning, day 103, and it is a beautiful morning once again. So last night, 6 camp leaders showed up. They kind of sound like they were in college. Anyway, they're for our boys' youth camp, so they're doing like their training before they start having the camp for the summer. And man, they made so much noise till like 9, and which doesn't sound late except for I go to bed at 6:30. So that sucked. And then because it was a huge stealth spot that I found, then this morning when I walked down to use the restroom, found out that there was like probably 10 more sites I could have gone away from them, just didn't know it. So yeah, it was huge. It's really not even a stealth in area. Obviously you can tell there's you could put probably 50 tents all throughout down there. But anyway, looks like it's gonna be another gorgeous day today. Not near as chilly because I'm much lower than I was yesterday. Actually I'm almost a flat walk for like 4 miles, and then it goes down to Peak'em Notch. So, and then after that, then we got to climb up to my first 4,000 footer today. So I think today's only gonna be a 14-mile day because that sets me up for being above tree line basically all day tomorrow, because there's 12 miles that's above tree line, and obviously you can't camp up there, so that starts in 14 miles from here. So which I could definitely use a little bit easier day today after my 17.8 yesterday that my body's feeling. So that's the plan today, do 14, and yeah, hopefully get into camp a little bit earlier today and just be able to relax. And then tomorrow, Mount Washington. Here's the trail first thing this morning, and this is nice and cruisy. It's supposed to be like this for, I think, almost 4 miles. So pretty flat. It's got a gradual climb, but not too bad. And I haven't walked anything like this in a while. Definitely not in the whites. Here's my first view this morning. Came from up over that mountain yesterday, or I don't know, maybe not. But anyway, this is called the Slide. And look at some of the size of these rocks. Are bigger than school buses, and that's why you can see where it breaks off up there. I'm sure during the snow season in the winter, and tumbles down. It's really pretty though. But I mean, just look at the size of these boulders. Obviously they're stable right now, but I'm sure in the winter there's avalanches and stuff out here. Just came up on a bridge early in the morning. So the water on this part, or this side of the mountains, or this valley, I don't know what it is, but anyway, it's brown. What it is, it has a lot of iron in it. It's completely safe, it's just iron rich. I was drinking it last night. Once you filter it, it filters clear, but yeah, apparently it's just got lots of iron. Moose track, big one too. Maybe I'll see one, hopefully. Okay, almost down the mountain. Now I've got a 0.4 road walk. And then you cross Highway 302, and then I'll start climbing, but I'm gonna take a break at the highway down there. There's a big parking lot, and I think that's 7 miles already I've done this morning. Yeah, so that terrain this morning, it was nice and flat, and then downhill. Although my right ankle was really hurting, but from yesterday, take some ibuprofen here in a bit. But man, I just looked. I did just over 7 miles in 2.5 hours. So yeah, I'm almost back on my 3-mile-an-hour pace. And I think I'm only doing 7 more for the whole day, and it's only 8:30 in the morning. So man, I'm happy. Definitely the fastest I've gone in the whites so far. Which would be nice to be able just to get to camp today. All right, this is a pretty cool sign. It shows you the elevation and where I'm going. This 5.7 is where I was thinking about going to that hut. But I may go to the Lake of the Clouds. It's another 11, which would put me there probably about 3 or so. And that put me on Mount Washington, a mile and a half from that. Highest point tomorrow morning early. And Mount Katahdin, that's not completely accurate, but it's pretty close. So got a little bit more than that, but pretty darn close. Now this is a nice club, a nice bridge. Look at this thing. Wow. Climbing up towards Misapla Spring Hut, I think is what it's called. It's like 5 miles from here. Just climbing up. Just came out to Webster's Cliff. I'm climbing up. Oh, it's beautiful. I was up over that mountain this morning. Because right down there, that road, that's where I stopped and had my second breakfast. It's gorgeous. Heading up there. All right, kind of getting above tree line for a little bit. And then we gotta walk up that spine, over that 4,000 footer. And then there's a hut on the other side. Oh, and out there you can see Mount Washington. There it is. That's Mount Washington. Be there tomorrow. All right, made it to the top of Mount Jackson. Seen these views a couple of times as I've climbed up. Came up over that mountain and then that spine, and up over here. But here's the impressive thing. Mountain in the cloud, Mount Washington. There's the Mise en Place hut where I'm gonna go for lunch, 1.7 miles over there. So this is one of the famous bogs. You fall in that, you're going down like 3 feet or 4 feet. The mud is just like quicksand almost. And you can't see it, but it's underneath all the grass too. So that's why they got the planks here. So you make sure you stay on the planks. So, because that stuff is just soup. All right, coming to Mills Paw Shelter. Mills Paw Spring Hut. So, that's a big one too. Because this is the south end of the Presidentials. All right, just left that hut for lunch. And actually they had a whole bowl of scrambled eggs left over. Ate 4 plates of scrambled eggs. Probably not the best idea, but man, they were good. And now I am on my way to Lake of the Clouds in like 5 miles. And yeah, it'll be a long day. So this part of the trail has some of these ladders built in. They're just built out here in the woods. Homemade ladders. I'll take them. Gonna be here above tree line for the next day and a half. That big peak up there, it's clear right now. The towers, Mount Washington, second highest peak on the East Coast. All right, that is Mount Eisenhower. And that is a blue blaze that go up and over that and then connect back over here. Instead, the AT just goes along the edge here. And that's what I'm doing, because Like I said before, I'm not a peak bagger. I don't have to climb it, not doing it. Yeah, so apparently this portion of the White, which I figured, it's busy. You can see all the people up there. I passed a ton of people. Yeah, busy. Yeah, so obviously this is above tree line, and it's probably 12 miles that is gonna be above tree line. So here's looking back, and I don't know if you can see over there, came around that way, that's Mount Eisenhower. And you can see the trail coming up. I'm about 5,000 feet, so a little winded. And I don't even know where I came from today. I think that peak out there, I don't know, somewhere, got me. I don't know if you remember that, baby. It's like that big, like almost like Disneyland looking hotel. We went by on the way to the cog train. Look at that, some snow left in June. 2 patches there and a big patch you can't really see now over in that valley. Obviously this on the north side. Still hanging on, and that one's pretty thick, it looks like. Just hanging on. All right, coming into Lake of the Clouds hut, just down from Mount Washington. It's a 1.5 miles, so that's a 1.5 mile distance, gives you an idea. And this is the largest hut that the AMC runs, because obviously the distance, a lot of people come here. But yeah, this thing's basically a hotel. I'm gonna see if I can do a work for stay. All right, made it Lake of the Clouds here. Having some soup. It's kind of like a butternut squash soup, I think. I don't know, it's good though. It's hot, got stuff in it. All right, so this is what they refer to as the dungeon. It's an emergency shelter for thru hikers, or you can pay $10 to stay in here, and it's definitely a dungeon. No open flames because, yeah, you can tell it smells like gas in here, and the bottom bunks are all wet, mold. Well, maybe, I don't know. It's definitely a dungeon, that's for sure. But if you had to get out of the weather, you take what you can get when you're up here in the middle of nowhere. I mean, because you can't stay up there, and the next place to stay is Masson Hut, which is 7 miles. When I got here, that's what the caretaker told me. He's like, well, you can't. We don't take work for stays till after 4, which is 3:15. I'm like, okay. He's like, well, you should hike on to Madison. I'm like, that's 7 more miles, and I've already done 19. So no, not doing that. So this is inside of the Clouds, which holds 96 people. It's the largest one. I mean, this is just cafeteria, and the bunks and everything else are way down there. There's so much more space. My work for food stay is rice, some kind of corn casserole. It's awesome. Like, I think they're like, it's some kind of barbecue. Tastes almost like enchilada mix. I don't know. It's really good. I'm just eating it. All right, let's do end of day recap from yesterday, day 103. So start off at that stealth spot, and then hiked all the way here to the Lake of the Clouds. 18.4 yesterday, so longer than I want to, but that puts me into Gorham Friday night. Be able to get my packages Saturday, take Saturday off. Sunday, hit the trail again. And so, don't know how far I'm going today. We'll see how the weather is. It's supposed to start raining, I think, this afternoon or tomorrow. So, definitely want to keep going if I can. So that's it for day 103. It's half a mile. Have a good morning.